Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here. So, update 18 for Forza Horizon 5 has officially gone live, and of course the theme for this series is the Horizon Wild Takeover, where for this month, majority of the races will be focused on dirt or off-road racing to essentially prepare us for the upcoming expansion of Rally Adventure, which will release later this month on the 29th of March. Now, whenever a series update is about to go live, around a week prior, Playground Games will usually do two things. The first is that the developers will reveal the entire upcoming update in a Let's Go or Forza monthly livestream, and then on the following Tuesday, a full patch notes detailing everything that has been added, changed, fixed, and so on will go up on the official website once the update has been rolled out for all players to download. Now, when it comes to the full patch notes, it's supposed to specify everything that Playground Games has done for that update, be transparent with the community. However, for update 18, there was a major change that wasn't mentioned at all, not on the official livestream or patch notes, and after having the players actually finding this huge change for themselves, it has caused many players to be very worried and upset. So for those that may not know what the major change was, the prop percentage in Events Lab has been scaled down, meaning players are afforded less amount of total objects when they are creating their own blueprint. Now, why has this caused many blueprint editors to be concerned or upset is, well, whenever you see these amazing races or maps that has been created by the community, it takes a lot of time to make. We are talking about days to weeks and sometimes even months, and with Playground Games quite often adding more props to the overall library, it's as if Playground Games are encouraging us to be more creative by granting us features that even the developers use themselves when making their own races. And to now all of a sudden take the overall budget down by a significant margin, not only are players bounded to being less creative despite having more props to choose from, but some of the events where the players have yet to finish and might be sitting on a budget percentage of 70% or above prior to update 18, well, now after the new update, none of those events can be further edited or completed, as what was once at 70% with more space for completion has been scaled up to 100%. There's a very good thread by YouTuber and blueprint builder by the name of Twisted_Not, who wrote a very good post about this Event Lab prop percentage issue over on the Troubleshooting Hub on the official Forza forums, and what really stood out to me in that post was just how much percentage-wise certain Event Lab races were affected. For example, there were 4 events which used up all 100% of the prop budget, and now after update 18, that number has increased drastically between the ranges of 140% to a whopping 172%. Like, how much did the team decide to scale down on the budget prop? And what is mind-boggling to me is this change wasn't informed towards the community at all. I mean, this directly affects some of the most dedicated players in Horizon 5, and the Event Lab and Blueprint Builder seems to be a feature in Horizon 5 that is constantly expanding. So why this wasn't mentioned to any capacity is beyond me. However, there is some good news, is that after the community found out about this huge secret change and started voicing their opinions, just recently a community manager over on the Forza forum did respond to the post saying, "In the latest Forza Horizon 5 update, Horizon Wild's Takeover, we fixed a miscalculation with the Event Lab prop budgets when entering the Blueprint Builder. This meant that existing events jumped in budget usage when compared to previous versions of the game. The purpose of this change was to ensure the stability of our game on all platforms, as we observed several instances of game crashes in highly detailed events, which was caused by limited memory capacity on some devices. We've listened to your feedback and now understand that we underestimated the impact this would have on the Event Lab creators, especially those in the middle of creating complex events. We apologize for this. We reviewed, recalculated, and optimized our limits to bring them as close as possible to those in previous versions of the game while maintaining game stability on all platforms. This will go live with a coming update, and we will share more as soon as we can. After the update, there will still be a small increase in the budget usage of props when compared to earlier versions of the game. However, we expect this to be much reduced and should be enough that players can edit their events to bring themselves back under budget. We thank you for your patience. So my understanding is that the Event Lab prop budget was scaled down so that all events will run its best on all platforms. Of course, having Horizon 5 also available on the original Xbox One doesn't kind of help, as that is a 10-year-old console which does have limitations, and that's completely understandable. And to rectify this situation after hearing our voices, Playground Games is now recalculating the prop budget again to try to match as closely to what the previous total was while having this feature run smoothly on all platforms. So it's great to hear that this entire Event Lab situation is getting reassessed. Now, by how much will the prop budget gain back remains to be seen. I just still wish that the team would have informed players that this change was happening, whether this is just a trial period and as time goes on, they will continue to adjust the total cap, instead of just letting us find it out for ourselves. As I always say, being transparent is extremely important. No point being all transparent about the content that's coming for the month and then releasing patch notes of what was done to that update when there is still information or drastic changes that has been omitted. I don't know, it's just kind of frustrating to see, and not seeing their response posted on Twitter is kind of disappointing too. It's just being addressed as a response to a thread that a player had to make over on the Forza forums, which at this moment has a total of 574 views, which is far less than the 38,000 views per tweet on average they normally get should they have posted this over on their Forza support Twitter page. Does that mean Playground Games are kind of trying to keep this on a lowdown? Who knows? But since the prop budget cut was most likely to cater for first generation Xbox One players, there was a unique solution to retain the previous total budget cap or give players the option to override the current Update 18 cost by a player known as Arc Raiders, and that is to simply add an additional tag that this Event Lab creation was made on the Xbox Series console. Therefore, should anyone on the older Xbox One consoles will be warned that the game might not be able to load due to hardware limitations. Now, I don't know if Playground Games want to split the Event Lab community up like this, but I also don't think it's completely fair that Xbox Series console players should be restricted to the limitations due to the original Xbox One either. So fingers crossed, Playground Games can find a suitable solution for this and find one relatively quick. And what do you guys think about this situation? Should Playground Games have told us, or was it completely fine for them to not inform us at all? Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below, as I do read all of your comments, guys. But anyways, if you guys did find this video interesting or helpful, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, as it really does help me out. And of course, if you would like to see more Horizon 5 content right here on this channel, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on, so that way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.